All right, welcome on in, guys. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. I don't know what's different about me, Alicia. I feel like I look like a vibe today. I don't know if I look tired or hungover. I feel like my face looks just like very pasty. I think the spray tan is faded, so I look a little pasty. But welcome on in, guys. I hope you are having a wonderful Thursday night or Friday morning or whatever day you are listening to this. I hope you are having a wonderful week and are getting ready for Christmas. I right now have a cracking this baby open so I can drink with you tonight. I'm ready to flip a table inspired by the Jersey tea that we're about to spill today. You look happy. Oh, thank you. I'm, I guess, a little bit at peace. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, 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 my dears. Next week is Christmas, so next Thursday we won't be doing King as usual things. We won't be doing our usual Thursday night live because it's Christmas and I'll be with my family because LOVE family. Hi, Brandy. Cheers, my love. Brandy, I need to send you some rosé. I have a very special Dallas interview dropping on the podcast this upcoming Monday. Stay tuned for that, guys. We are getting into all of the Dallas stuff. Dallas ending, is Dallas coming back? The Cam Westcott versus Tiffany Moon stuff. I have a very special big interview coming on Monday. I already taped it. For those of you that join the after parties, you know who it is. You know what's coming. New episode, new interview dropping this Monday just in time for the Christmas. Okay, so what are we going to dive into first? Should we dive into Atlanta? Let's see. We have some Real Housewives of Atlanta spoilers. We have some updates on what's going on in New Jersey. We have some updates on what's going on in Beverly Hills. Oh, yes, Brandy. Oh, yes. We are diving into Dallas. It's funny. We actually do talk about you a bit too, Brandy, in the interview. Okay, Beverly Hills tea, or not tea, but there's some stir on Twitter and everybody was DMing me. They're like, what's the big announcement that's coming Monday? As far as I've found out, I got the announcement that's coming out on Monday. I don't know if it's as juicy as Twitter is making it seem, but I'll share what I was able to dig up. We'll talk about Lala Kent and Randall and the shade that she's throwing his way because it is so good. We're definitely going to talk about Miami, Leo, and we're definitely going to talk about OC. But let's start with Real Housewives. Let's do Atlanta. Let's get into it. So the new season is currently filming. We do know that Sheree is back. We do know that Marlo got her peach. Last season, everyone was getting their peaches gobbled. This season, everyone's getting their peaches for good. Marlo got her peach. Sheree got her peach. We got some newbies in the mix. Anyway, they just wrapped their second cast trip of the season, which Marlo was the host of. And apparently things got really rocky between Marlo and Kenya. They had some words exchanged. They had some beef. There's a lot of drama between the two of them that's going to be unfolding this season, primarily on this second trip that they went on. Sheree's friend also is stirring up some drama with Drew. So apparently Sheree's friend brought up a rumor that Drew's man, Ralph, is gay. G-A-Y. I mean, he should have a coming out Colton special like the Netflix one that we talked about on the show earlier this week. Now we have Ralph. And we don't know how DL, if Ralph is on the DL or my thing was, well, what does that mean that he's gay? He is straight but likes to, get his dick sucked at the roundup? Or is that the vibe? Or is he DMing guys? Is he sending nudes? Is he doing a Michael Darby situation and he's on Grindr? I'm what is the situation? So the friend apparently heard these rumors from Drew's assistant. So it sounds like Drew's assistant has got some loose lips. I don't think Drew's assistant is going to cop to it, but Drew is not happy about it. They were fighting on the trip. And Drew, she's not having any of it. She even threw some doggy treats at her and called her a little dog bitch for spreading lies about her man. And I was like, ooh, things is getting spicy up in Atlanta. So they also were supposed to go gem mining, but they ended up getting kicked out because things got so crazy between the women. So they got kicked out, didn't get to follow or have I think they were supposed to go to dinner or something after that, and that didn't end up happening because of the drama that happened earlier. There was a possible COVID exposure, so they ended up having to wrap the trip early. It was from I believe one of the producers was exposed to COVID, and then they found out. So all right, we're just gonna wrap. We got enough content. We're good. So that ended up wrapping. Now they have their third cast trip that's going to be coming up, and they're supposed to be going to Jamaica in a couple of weeks, which I would assume is going to be the final cast trip, because at that point, like, right? Why are they going to, like, Jamaica, it's the international trip, it's the big one, and so usually the finale wraps after, the big end of season cast trip. So tensions are high. Marlo and Kenya beef, Drew and the new girl beef. Sheree's caught in the middle of it. I'm sure Sheree's kind of loving it because she's not really knee deep in any of it. Dun 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 dun. Who's sipping with me tonight? Anybody have some no filter rosé? NoFilterWine.com. Great gift for your Bravo obsessed bestie. Who is going to Jamaica, the cast of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Where you been, Wit? Okay. So we also, and hi, Curly Q. We also have Nene, who is back on the market. Obviously, we know Greg died, R.I.P., much love to the fam. But apparently, Nene's back on the market and she's dating again. And some people are like giving her shit for it. And they're giving her heat because they say that she's moving on too quickly and Greg just died. But like, grief is rough, y'all. Like, it's not linear. It's, people process their emotions how they process their emotions. So do I think that this will last? Probably not. I think that she needs a little time alone. She maybe needs to go to some therapy, needs to kind of needs to like just kind of process her emotions, process grief. I mean, shit, it's been almost a year since my grandmother passed away, and I like still like, especially this week, probably because of Christmas, but like I still like bawl. Like today I cried like 2 times and I'm like, who am I? Don't normal people cry themselves to sleep? You're not normally crying at like 8 a.m. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so Nene's back on the market. She's dating again, and good for her. Okay, shall we divvy on over? Yeah, everyone needs therapy. Yes, Brandy, everybody does need. Brandy, we should go. I would love to go live with you one of these days, or have you on the podcast. Why have I never invited you on the podcast? That's so silly. Thank you, Curly Q. Therapists and therapies. I studied psych in college. Yes, everyone, even therapists need therapy. Yes, I became friends with my therapist. And she needed a lot of therapy, which she was getting. She was great. Yeah. Atlanta is coming to your... Oh, that's right. Wait, you're in Jamaica. They're coming to you. So if you see them, you better have the iPhone ready and you better be like capturing that and posting it on Twitter. That way you can blow up. Okay, shall we talk about... Oh, yay, Shelly girl bought the first badge. Hey, holla. Yes. Thank you so much, Shelly girl. Look at you rocking that pink outfit in your profile pic, girl, with the sleek hair. Get it, Shelly girl. All right, let's talk about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So we do know, someone mentioned this in the live chat, we do know that production hasn't been stopped, but it has been paused, not for all of the women, but for Rinna, Garcelle, and Erica. The 3 of them tested positive, and so they are quarantining. They're on break. They're on ice. I would imagine like we did this year and last year. They're probably filming some stuff from home, maybe doing some FaceTime, some Zoom calls while the other women kind of carry the weight with filming. I think, what was it, last season? It was Dorit, Kyle, and Kathy. This season, it's Rinna, Garcelle, and Erica. So we'll see what happens with them. But this opened the door for Kathy Hilton to rejoin as a friend of. She's not joining full-time. Obviously, she can't be joining full-time. We're already almost done with most of the season. And I don't believe she's not getting her full asking price, which, as we know, when the season first started filming, she asked for a very big pay increase, which... We all know Kathy. Thank you so much, Gossip in a Glass, for the 3 badges. Get it, Gossip in a Glass. Hey, Liddy City Titty. We know that Kathy wanted a lot more money to return as a friend of. Okay, so I keep seeing this $2 million number being thrown around. That is not true. She did not ask for... I don't even know where that rumor... I think somebody started that rumor on Twitter. That rumor is false. There is zero, none. no truth to that rumor. She did not ask for $2 million. That's astronomical. Kyle, who is the only OG who's been on every single season of the show and is the highest paid in Beverly Hills, Kyle doesn't even make $2 million. So there's no way they would give Kathy $2 million to be a friend of. Not even a diamond holder, but a friend of. She did ask for a lot more money. And to be fair, they don't pay them. They don't pay the newbies or the friends of very well at all. So whatever Kathy was asking for, I'm pretty sure an increase was warranted, but what she was asking for is not. I do believe she is making less than Erica. You guys, she's a friend of. She's not a full-time diamond holder. She's only going to be making a few cameos, doing a couple of scenes. We're going to probably see her. We're definitely going to see her a lot less this season than we did last season. So she's not going to be making that much. But I would imagine, like, let's say, just to throw out numbers for examples, these aren't the actual numbers, but like, let's say she's like, I want $10,000 for the whole season. Well, that would be for filming X number. Let's say she got that for 5 appearances, okay? $10,000, 5 appearances throughout the entire season, okay? Now, the season's mostly has mostly been filmed throughout the tail end of taping. So at this point, they're not going to give her a full 10,000, but maybe she's going to make 2 episodes. So they're like, okay, well, we'll give you like 2,500 or we'll give you 4,000. Like, we'll give you a lot more money, but they're not going to give her very much. Like, I'm sure got a pay increase, but whatever. Brandi Glanville also said that she's been invited to come and film with the women as well, but she's like, fuck that. I'm not going to film if you're not going to pay me. And I'm like, that's right. These women need to Bravo needs to put some RESPECT on some of their names. I mean, like, for real, yo. Okay. So Kathy is back as a friend of, like I said, we're at the tail end of filming, so we're not going to get much of her, but she got her coin. She got a cute little penny that she can shine up and, put in her bank of millions. But we also have newbie Diana Jenkins, who just joined in, who carried some of the weight while Kathy was gone. She filled in for a friend of. I don't believe she earned herself a diamond. At this point, all the original women from last season that were diamond holders will be diamond holders again this season. So I would imagine there won't be any new diamond holders. You're getting me next. Where are you getting me? In the back alley? Where are we going, Giselle? Where are you getting me at? Yeah, Beverly Hills is almost finished filming, and so she needs to be a diamond holder. I love what she adds. No, she doesn't. She doesn't. We need to protect Kathy Hilton at all costs. Kathy Hilton does not need to be a diamond holder because, one, I don't think she would ever. Her family doesn't want to film. Rick never films. Paris and Nikki don't even want her on the show. 2, she won't give us anything about the Hilton family drama. And 3, I feel like if she does become full-time, there's more of an expectation for her to then have to be involved in the drama. And right now, we don't need Kathy in the drama. She's fine. We need to leave her as a friend of. She can be comic relief. She can be funny. She does not need to hold a diamond. I think if she ends up becoming a diamond holder, it'll ruin her. It's the same way people loved Denise the first season. And then the next time, her second season, it ended up just going poorly for her. And she lost a lot of support. Protect Kathy Hilton at all costs. Keep her in the bubble wrap and keep her in the corner. And just bring her out when, we need to wind her up and have some fun. We do have Diana Jenkins. And then we also, so it's unclear what Teddy's role is going to be in the new season of Beverly Hills, but she's back. I don't know if she has an official contract. I know Bravo has been very adamant about not wanting to give her a contract. So I would assume she's not an official friend of where she's getting a paycheck, but she's also not Brandi Glanville, who's I'm not going to film if you don't give me a paycheck. Teddy's been filming a lot with the other women. She was just recently spotted filming with Dorit and her kids. We know that she was at the Halloween Kills launch party. She was at Portia's birthday party. She was at Kyle's store opening. So Teddy's been around the other women a lot. Why Teddy is choosing to film without getting paid, I don't know. Bravo doesn't even, last season when she was on, she did say that she on the podcast, she said that she's filmed a couple of things. Whether or not Bravo airs, Bravo didn't even feature her in the trailers or any of the real promos when she filmed last year. So I don't know. I don't think anybody really wants Teddy to come back anyway. But she's filming quite a bit. I don't think she has an official contract. I think she's really just going to be doing a lot of unpaid cameos. But she'll be around. And then apparently, I've seen on Twitter that there's supposed to be an announcement that's coming on Monday. I try to dig into it and see like what the announcement could possibly be, because I keep up with Beverly Hills. I keep up with a lot of these shows. I have no idea what could be so big and juicy that they're going to be announcing on the week of Christmas. I'm skeptical. I know Chris, love Hollywood life. You know, even when he announced that Sutton was a diamond holder, I had already known that, and I had already mentioned that on Twitter, which I don't think he was happy that I scooped him on. Or maybe he doesn't even pay attention to me. I don't know. I've invited him on my podcast, but whatever. I digress. I don't know what the news, from what I've been able to dig up, Bravo is going to be making some sort of possible like official cast announcement of who's going to be on the cast this season. Or I don't know if it's coming from Bravo specifically, but from what I've been able to dig up, the only thing that they have that could possibly be announced on Monday is who the official cast is going to be, which isn't anything new. We have Diana Jenkins, Kathy Hilton, and possibly Teddy Mellencamp as friends ofs, and then we have all of the women from last season that are back at a full-time capacity this season. There was also a rumor on Twitter that Erica had gotten demoted. Also false. Erica has not gotten demoted. Erica still has her diamond. She negotiated a higher amount of money for this season, which she's going to be getting paid. So I would imagine that if Bravo is going to be paying her more money, they're not going to reduce her role to a friend of. She got a good contract. She was smart. From what I've heard, she wasn't good at negotiating her contracts in the past, but it was probably because she didn't need the money. Now she needs the money, so now she's going to be like, it's expensive to be me. Well, it's actually moderately priced to be her currently, because she's like now having to shop at TJ Maxx. We saw the paparazzi pics, but we'll see. Erica is not getting paid $1 million. She's gotten a big increase from, I think she was making like $600,000 last season. So I would imagine, I would guess she'd probably be making like $750,000, $800,000, because she's been on the show for a while now. And after what she brought last season, and as the drama, the legal stuff will continue to play out, we'll see. It may be expensive to be her soon again. I'm Liddy City, not going to lie. Get it, Giselle? Are you Liddy City off of No Filter Wine? That's what I want to know. What's the New Jersey tea? Oh, sorry, Mike Lesh. We were getting to that. We got to Atlanta, and then we're wrapping up on Beverly Hills, and then now we're moving into Jersey. Okay, I want to pop in really quickly to shout out one of my favorite partners this holiday season, and that is Purecane, an all-natural, zero-calorie, diabetic-friendly sweetener that's healthy and tastes delish. It's naturally derived from sugarcane without all the junk ingredients, and trust me, it's yummy. Purecane is a great baking alternative. I love to slip their individual packets into some of my coffee or some hot chocolate, dairy-free, of course, and their baking sweetener makes a mean simple syrup for cocktails, okay? I'm telling you, Purecane has been my go-to for years. My cabinet is literally always stocked. And let's be honest, their packaging is super cute, and you know I'm a sucker for some Insta-worthy products. The holidays are already jam-packed with sugar, so why not make a sweeter choice for yourself this season? Give Purecane a try today. Available on Amazon, or head over to purecane.com. That's purecane.com. Lot of drama this season on Real Housewives of New Jersey. Lots of drama this season surrounding Margaret Josephs. So towards the beginning of the season, she brought up some cheating rumors between Bill and Jennifer Aiden. That caused a lot of drama. That caused a lot of beef between her and Jen. Obviously, we know there's continued to be drama with Jen and Margaret. I believe Jen was like a little iced out when they first started filming the season based off of how things went at the reunion. She also brought up a lot of the rumors, which I've heard about for a really long time, about Louie, Teresa's boyfriend. I don't know which rumors Margaret has brought up specifically, but he tends to be a philanderer. I know there were some allegations of domestic abuse in his past. I know that there were rumors that he's like a sex addict, and he would do those like tantra. He would have like these tantra like sex parties. So I'm not sure which of those rumors Margaret brings up and which of them are actually going to air, but these are just the rumors that I've heard, and apparently she's now spilling some tea on Teresa, which may maybe a little bit of payback from Teresa getting Danielle to pull the pony. And then, obviously Jennifer came pretty hard at her last season. But apparently it doesn't go very well for Margaret. This leads to a big altercation between Teresa and Margaret, where Teresa throws a drink at Margaret. Teresa herself has also opened up about having to put somebody in their place, which she says, she says that this altercation tops the table flip. Now, Dolores has also said that same thing in the past with other seasons and other fights and other altercations. So how true that actually is, I don't know. I think these women in the moment like to believe that, oh my God, this is the biggest fight in Housewives history. But let's be honest, nothing's ever going to top the table flip if we're being REAL real. But we'll see. The trailer's supposed to be coming soon. Again, next week is the week of Christmas. It's not a very good week to drop anything. Bravo usually drops the trailers towards the end of the week, and they usually drop them 6 to 4 weeks out from airing the new season. So I would imagine we're not going to get a Jersey trailer next week, but probably the week after, like a New Year announcement. Because I just don't think there would be any reason to drop the trailer. I feel like the trailer would die off with all of the holidays and everybody's just not in the mindset. This is why I'm also skeptical about whatever the news that Beverly Hills is supposed to drop on Monday. Next week is just not a good week to drop any news. That's why I'm releasing my interview on Monday instead of Wednesday, because come Wednesday, I mean, people may be listening to podcasts a little bit more, but nobody's the press pickups aren't going to be that great. So trailer, I would imagine, comes after Christmas, possibly before New Year's, but I mean, I would anticipate it drops the first week of January, because at that point we would be in that 4 to 5 week mark from when it's supposed to be airing. Real Housewives of New Jersey Obsessed says that it's dropping at the end of the month. That's possible, and that still fits in line. If it's not this upcoming week, it would be the week after, which is still technically the final week of December. These decisions often change at the last minute as well, so it's possible that, I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if they'd wait until after the new year to drop the reunion trailer, that first week of January. But we'll see. Margaret's in the hot seat. Her and Teresa really have it out. Update on Erica's legal. Not too many updates on the legal stuff. I mean, Erica, for the most part, seems to be in the clear. Jay Edelson is really sinking down the drain. He's not doing so hot. The judge doesn't seem to be very happy with Jay Edelson. Ron Richards seems to have, crawling back under the troll bridge that he came out from. Hi, reality TV guru. Thank you. Oh, Shelly girl. Wow. Thank you, Shelly girl, and thank you, Gossip in a Glass. We are killing it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the love. Badges are on, so if you want to send some love, send it my way. But back to the Erica stuff. So we had David Lira, who's Tom's son-in-law, who was one of the lawyers at the law firm. He had to testify in court. He's basically saying he has pretend amnesia and doesn't know anything, doesn't remember anything. Everything is unbeknownst to him. So he's still in the hot seat. Everybody's pointing the finger at Tom and the accountant, Chris Camone. Chris Camone is pleading the fifth. Tom Girardi's in the assisted living facility. So we're kind of just waiting to see how it all plays out. Jay Edelson was really kind of hoping to lead the charge with a lot of this stuff. He's kind of going down in court. The judge doesn't seem to like him. The other lawyers seem to be coming after him as well, claiming that he's been very unethical. So we shall see. Jen Shah, what's going on with Jen Shah? So she has her court hearing that's coming up in March, as well as Stuart Smith, her assistant's court hearing. It was interesting to watch this most recent episode of Real Houses of Salt Lake City and to see her, fresh out of jail, just be like, I don't know, Stu. Who's Stu? And I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean, who's Stu? He's been your BFF all of last season and all of this season, and now you're all of a sudden he doesn't work for me. He's not my partner. I don't even know Stu. Who's Stu? I never met him. You're pulling a full-on Portia Williams, and you're about to steal somebody's husband and be like, I don't know her. So now it's interesting. At first, I was shocked that Stu flipped on her and ended up changing his plea to guilty, seemingly going to provide information against her in court. At first, I was like, wow, their friendship was so close. now that we see her coming to Heather and trying to be like, I don't know what Stu does on the side. Really? Because you were feeding him a banana and saying that he makes you a lot of money. So there's nothing, I mean, other than awaiting what's going to happen. I know there was another witness that has offered testimony against Jen. We now have Stu that's offering that it's unconfirmed whether or not he's offering testimony against her, but it does appear that he's taken some sort of plea deal to provide information against Jen now that he's pled guilty. We shall see what happens with that, but we'll find out more come March. What else? Salt Lake City reunion. I believe the Salt Lake City reunion is going to be filming after the holidays. Because probably not till like mid-January. We're still pretty early in the season. I would assume it'll probably, because Vanderpump was a few weeks ahead of them. So I would assume like early to mid-January is when the Salt Lake City reunion is going to film. Because we're already reaching the tail end of that. Do you think the big Beverly Hills update is that LVP is coming back? No, I don't think that. Not even a little bit. I already shared that. I think the biggest, the news is who the cast is going to be. It's a cast update. Only because there's nothing really juicy that could possibly be revealed. I don't know. From what I was, and again, my sources are pretty close. Emily D. Baker mentioned in the hearing that the judge asked Jay if his firm would pay the $2 million. He didn't give a straight answer because the firm doesn't have the money. But Erica, the same case. It's ironic. Great point, Anna. Great point. She's not helping herself by saying that she doesn't know anything about Stu. Do you know where it's filming? Do I know what's filming? Do you know where? Oh, the Salt Lake City reunion? I don't know. I don't have a lot of connections with Salt Lake City. Anything regarding like production in Salt Lake City is more speculation. Another has changed their plea to go. Yeah, they're the ones that are also seemingly providing testimony against Jen. Love your podcast, Zack. You're a breath of fresh air. Love how you always stay true to yourself. Always, Lindsay. Always. Is Marlo getting her peach? Yes, Marlo got her peach. And she's like orchestrating a lot. She's really carrying her peach this season. Good for her. Yes. Okay. Lala, let's talk Lala. Lala Kent is giving me life. Not only does she regularly give us Lala, but she's giving me life. What do you think about Portia's new show? I haven't watched it. I honestly haven't had much interest in watching it. I was going to watch it, and then I heard people say that it's not that great. Did you hear about Whitney from Salt Lake City's fraud? Oh, yes, I did hear about that. I did hear about Whitney in Salt Lake City. It's not Whitney's fraud. It's her husband's fraud. And again, we have to like understand that when these accusations come out, a lot of the time they're accusations that need to play out. Like every time when people come to me and they're like, did you see this housewife's getting sued or this house husband is getting sued? I'm always like, yes, but you have to remember people that are on television and people with a lot of money get sued all the time. Like it's really like a lot of the time that there doesn't necessarily have to be merit to the lawsuit or to the allegations, not until it plays out in court. So some people are saying, oh, it was convenient that Whitney is talking about how they invested all of their savings into her new beauty line. And now all of a sudden it's convenient that this news has leaked that, her husband is accused of being a fraud. Let's wait and see it play out. And then we'll make judgments then. But I don't know. I don't think that Whitney and her husband are intentionally trying to defraud people. Like, I don't think it's a Tom Girardi case. Like, I think Tom Girardi is a little bit of an outlier in the grand scheme of things. Like, people maybe cheat on their taxes a little bit, or people maybe, skim off the top of the book sometimes, but nobody is like as evil as, what Tom Girardi was doing. But Lala's giving me life on Instagram. She's been shading Randall. She went on her podcast this week. Little by little, she's dropping nuggets, which, I mean, I get it. She's trying to make that money. And I'm like, you know what? You live that post-Randall life. You're a single mom now. You get that money, girl. So she went on her podcast shading Randall, basically saying that the ring that he gave her, the diamond, was what does she call it? A shit brown diamond. And she said that he originally told her that it was $150,000, but that's not the actual case. It's not $150,000. And she said that she even confronted him about it. And he's like, I never said that. And she's like, yes, you did. I have the text messages. I have the receipts, the Lisa Vanderpump printout of the text messages. She's like, I have the receipts. And you told me that this ring was $150,000 and it was really $9.99 from Walmart. Boom, boom, boom. Are we really surprised, though? Money by Monday, Randall, Foftygate. Are we really surprised? It sounds like Randall is going down the drain. He's been going down the drain for a long time, and obviously she stood by him to defend her man. But now she's like, I'm ready to mention it all. And apparently she mentions a lot of it at the reunion. Living, bravo by gays, living for Lala. The way she's handling it, she had to do an endorsement for a vibrator. And she promoted the vibrator, and she's like, this vibrator, actually, now I'm going to promote my wine. This vibrator is the best time I've had in bed in like 6 years. And I was like, ooh, the shade. I love it. I love it. I love it. Keep shading Randall. Gotta run. Love you, Zack. This is so fun. My baby is screaming. Aw, thank you for popping in, Brandy. All my love to the fam and to the baby. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us. Randall estimated $500,000. Oh, is that what he said, that the ring was worth $500,000? Anyway, he's a loser. But are any of us really surprised? I told you guys that I had worked with them in the past, or not worked with them, but that was like an event that they were supposed to do that they canceled on at the last minute because Randall said that his jet wasn't working. Like all of a sudden, the jet just happens to break down the morning of, and he didn't end up showing up at the event. Cray, cray. Are you leaving, Zack? I just got here. No, I'm not leaving. Somebody in the chat, Brandy in the chat, is leaving. And so I was saying bye to Brandy because she was saying bye to me. But I'm still here. What else? The vibrator promotion was great. I love it. Sounds like Rand ain't so grand in bed. But are any of us really surprised? Like, did anybody look at Randall and ever think he's going to buy me a nice ring and he's great in bed? Like, I've never looked at Randall and thought he could make me come. Like, ever. So, I don't think that's much of a shocker. Oh, did we get another badge? Sunshine 22567. Thank you for the badge, Sunshine. 3 badges. Ooh, Sunshine. You're making me all sunshine head to toe. Holla. Yeah, no. Randall's isn't making anybody come. The fact that he got Amber Childs or Childers, what's her last? Childers? I don't know. The girl from You. The fact that he got Amber and then he got Lala and then he cheated on both of them and then lost both of them. This guy really needs to get his shit together. Faux shizzle my nizzle, bitch. Okay, that's Lala. Let's talk about Orange County and Miami. Orange County, I think, is great this season. Everyone that's complaining about it, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I think OC is good. To be fair, my bar for OC isn't very high. Like, it's not like a New York bar or a Beverly Hills bar. My bar for OC is like here. So when we make it like here, I'm like, that's a win. You know what I mean? Whereas I think sometimes people compare the shows to each other versus to their last season. And I think we need to keep the shows in their own categories because, like, you can't compare like a Dallas to a New York. They're just in different categories, different ballparks, different games. But OC, I think, is good. I'm enjoying Heather Dubrow's return. I think she is getting a little power hungry. Or not power hungry, but I think the ego is getting big. And you can see that in her scene with Terry where she's like, I got a text message from Shannon. I'm letting her know I do not want to be friends with her again. And it's like, oh my God, Heather. Like, now you're being a little dramatic. But it's making for a great show. Shannon, I'm starting to really believe Shannon and believe that, like, she wasn't trying to cause I don't know. Part of me let me rephrase that. I want to believe that Shannon is telling the truth and that she wasn't trying to stir all of this drama up. And to an extent, I actually think that she is telling the truth in the sense that I think Shannon really wanted to get on Heather's good side and really wanted to be friends with Heather, and then would eventually, stab her in the side in some sort of way. I don't think she intended to do this right out the gate, and it just ran and got out of control. Like, I think she wanted to get on Heather's good side first, and then eventually we would be able to throw a dart at Heather when the time was right, or plant the seed through Emily and Gina. I think she probably wanted to plant some seeds with them at the beginning of the season, but let it kind of develop as the season went on, and then eventually team up with Heather to take down Emily and Gina, and it just really kind of blew up in her face very early on. Noella, Noella's a lot, and you can tell that she really loves attention. So I kind of like her, but I'm also like, oh my God, I also realized I need to get my Botox touched up, you guys. This is not, every time my eyebrows get, this is not a cute look. Oh my God, it's not cute. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think Shannon is clearly on an island on her own. She's fighting for her life because she knows if she can't make it through this season, she's on the chopping block as well. I think the fact that she's seen Vicky go, she's seen Tamara go, she's seen Kelly Dodd go. She's like, shit, I can go at any minute. And, Heather's definitely going to keep her job, her orange, but Shannon's trying really hard to get in with the new girls and be friends with them. She's like Shannon's like Rose after the Titanic crashed, and she's on that one little door, just holding on to the raft, hoping that someone comes and saves her. And Heather Dubrow is one of the rich bitches in the lifeboat, just sailing away, knowing that she good. She good, homie, she good. And then with Miami, I think Miami is good. I saw the first episode today. I never watched the original first 3 seasons of Miami, so I didn't have much of an emotional attachment to Miami, but I gave it a shot. I thought it was cute to see the originals kind of reunite. Larsa definitely seems like she's going to be in the hot seat this season. Adriana, she's not looking so hot. Not in about her. Just something about her. Maybe it's the hair color that's not working for her, but there's something about her that I'm just I saw the clips of the first 3 seasons and you looked incredible. And now I don't know. I think the color of her hair is washing her out a bit. But I'm excited to see where it goes. I haven't seen the second episode yet. I'm curious to see what develops this season. I'm open. I don't have much of a judgment because I've only seen the premiere episode. I thought I would give it a solid B. And I look forward to seeing what they have in store next. How did Shannon decide to get okay. 6 shots of well, not 6 shots. It was 6 vials of filler. First of all, who the fuck is putting 6 vials or 6, are they called vials? What is the syringes? 6 syringes of filler in your face. Her face looks horrible, and it really looks like just a lot of bad filler. She needs to go to Dr. Jenny Armstrong when her hot husband. Shannon needs to get that fixed ASAP. I know she's getting it dissolved right now, and it seems like as the season goes on, when you look at the previews and some of her confessional looks, her face has settled a lot more, but that filler is bad. Whoever she's going, that has to be some low-budget comp filler. Any juice on Josh Flagg? I have the biggest crush on him. I don't have any juice on Josh Flagg. I don't really know much about Josh Flagg other than he's on, $1 Million Listing, and he has the new spinoff show, and he has a cute husband. But other than that, I don't know much about Josh Flagg. I do know that we share a podcast studio, Josh Flagg and I. I don't really tape out of the studio much anymore now that I do a lot more solo episodes, and it's easier to just do it here, but... Counting Lisa Barlow's sheep. Why are you counting Lisa Barlow's sheep? Am I bored? Am I putting you to sleep? Yeah, I love Josh Flagg. I think Josh Flagg is cute too. I'd fuck him. Let's be real. Now you know the rosé is kicking in. Yeah, I'd fuck Josh and Bobby. Why not? Threesome. I haven't had a threesome in forever. I feel like I'm in need of a good threesome. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Hey, hit it, get it, get it. So yeah, those are my thoughts about OC, Miami. We broke down Atlanta, New Jersey, Beverly Hills, Nene, Lala. Any other thoughts, questions, feelings, vibes? What about Frederick? I'd fuck Frederick too, if that's what you're asking. What are we asking? Oh, you're probably asking if I have any tea about Frederick. I don't have any tea on Frederick. I hear that he likes the boys and he's a bit of a player and that he's allowed to play Frederick or Madison for a shag. Frederick. Okay. Heather on Salt Lake City looks so bad. I can't look at her. Why does she look bad? I don't think Heather looks bad. What's wrong with Heather? I think she looks cute. You kind of have to when you have Beauty Lab and Laser. You got to pimp that out, girl. Yeah. Any other thoughts, feelings, vibes? If not, we can wrap up. And just a reminder, there will be no Thursday Night Live next week because it is Christmas. We're going to keep the Christ in Christmas. Next week, no live on Thursday, but we will have a new episode on Monday. We'll have a new episode on Wednesday. Maybe we won't have anything on Friday because Friday's Christmas Day. So we may just end up skipping and only having 2 episodes next week. Any tea on Jenny? Jenny from Salt Lake City or Jenny from OC? Like Dr. Jennifer Armstrong on OC, or are you talking about Jenny from Salt Lake City or Jenny from the block? Ramona's face doctor does a good job. Yeah, Ramona's doctor does a great job. What about Heidi from the Hills saying that she wants to be a housewife? I am all for that. We need to give Heidi an orange. Heidi, I think, would be a great Real Housewife of Orange County. I love Heidi Montag. I have had her on my podcast. She has been incredible. I actually want to have her back on my podcast. We talked about it a few weeks ago, and then that kind of died out. And then now we should probably, I should probably revisit that. I think I might want to invite Brandy Redmond on the podcast. That would be kind of fun. Okay, what other questions? What other Bravo questions do y'all have? Oh my God, Kristen Cavallari. Yes, I love Kristen Cavallari. Would never do it though. She would never do a Housewives. She's not that bitch. Oh, Brandy's back. Love Heidi. Could you imagine Heidi Montag and Heather Dubrow together? Fireworks. Heidi would be great. And she would kind of revive the series. She would revamp it, make it a little more young and youthful. I would love Heidi as a housewife. Jenny from Salt Lake City tea. I don't have any. I mean, I know that there were all the rumors about her husband and him wanting the sister wives and how that was a fake storyline. I don't know how truthful that is. I love it. I don't know how truthful that is, but yes, love Kristen Cavallari, Justin Anderson. Fun fact, I was looking at at Erica Jane's old paper magazine photo shoot that she did for Christmas. And the models, which I don't know why I didn't catch on to this sooner, but the models in her photos are the Rhodes brothers, Austin and I don't remember the other one's name. But anyway, Austin Rhodes. What's the other one's name? I don't remember. They're twins. They were YouTubers. Then they became models. They are, Austin is Justin Anderson's boyfriend. And so when I posted the photo, people are like, oh, is that Justin Anderson's boyfriend? I'm like, yes, it is. Scoot. Yeah. Scoot, skirt. Oh, I didn't talk about Mary on Salt Lake City. What do you want to talk about Mary? Oof, I feel like that's a dicey topic. What about Mary? I mean, she apologized. She said something really stupid. She apologized. My position is let's wait to see it play out on the show. Everyone's up in arms and wanting to cancel Bravo and surprisingly not wanting to cancel Mary. Everybody is pissed at the network, but nobody's pissed at Mary specifically. Whereas I feel with other housewives, that hasn't necessarily been the case. When other housewives have said something stupid or ignorant, everyone wants to cancel the housewife specifically. And I just find it interesting that nobody wants to cancel Mary specifically, but they're pissed off at Bravo. But my position on it is let's wait and see it play out. Lisa Barlow was on Watch What Happens Live. She says that it does come up again. She says that she does address it with Mary. They do talk about it. Mary did issue an apology. Yeah. I would say that Bravo was looking at Housewives, that they were looking at my husband more, just saying with what they were looking at before to now. What do you mean looking at your husband? Like looking at your husband like as a personality to have on the podcast? People need to chill. We love Bravo for their faux pas. I don't know if I would say we love Bravo for their faux pas, but if we're having a reality show, then you need to reveal the reality. And the reality is people fuck up and people make mistakes and people need an opportunity to learn and grow from those mistakes. Obviously, if somebody continues to make a mistake and is a terrible person, okay, maybe at some point, we're like, all right, we're tired of this sort of behavior, but reality TV is conflict and resolution, and it's also, growing. And I think, this instance with Mary is a great opportunity for us to learn and grow. I think she misspoke. I don't think she was intentionally trying to hurt anybody's feelings, but I think that's the case with most people. I don't think most people are intentionally trying to hurt anybody's feelings. Yes, Brandy, let's definitely chat. They need to face their own reality. Bravo or the Housewives? Who are you talking about, Sue? Sue, I love you. Always coming up in my DMs, giving me all the tea. Some of you are always like on it. Arifka, Sue, always just like anytime there's like new tea to be spilled, anytime like anything drops, before I even like can Google it, it's already in my DMs. I love you guys. All right, guys, shall we wrap for tonight? Are we good? I think we covered a lot in a very short amount of time. It's only been 45 minutes. Hey, get it. Ow. Throw them hips, girl. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Well, thank you guys. I hope you are having a wonderful week. Any thoughts on Jeff Lewis's comments on Heather Dubrow? I believe his comments are honest. But actually, I'm pretty sure. Okay, here's the thing, Sailor. We're at 4 badges. If we can get to 10 badges by the end of the live, we'll do an after party. Let's incentivize people to get some badges thrown out there, and then we'll do an after party. Randomly, RJ, we talked about the Miami Housewives. That's what happens when you're late, boo. I'll give you my thoughts again, though. But with Jeff Lewis and Heather Dubrow, I'm pretty sure Jeff has had some not so great experiences with Heather Dubrow, but at the same time, Jeff is really close with Shannon Beador. So I think his loyalty is going to be to Shannon Beador. And if Shannon and Heather aren't in a good place, then he's going to throw Heather under the bus to help his friend Shannon look better. Wow, the badges came floating in. Wow, okay. Wow. You guys really want an after party because they just came like busting on in. Buzz down Tatiana. Oh, sorry. Tatiana. Somebody corrected me the other day. It's not Tatiana. It's not buzz down Tatiana. It's buzz down Tatiana. Okay, we're at 8 badges. So we just need 2 more to pop off. Oh my God. Thank you, Log Cabin Girl. Thanks, boo. Log Cabin Girl dropped 3 badges. Sue dropped 3 badges. Yes, Log Cabin Girl. Sue, 2, 2, 3. Hey, gossip in a glass with the other badge. Another badge. Yes. Shelly Girl. Shelly Girl is like MVP of the night. We're at 8 badges. So we need 2 more people to drop badges, and then we can have an after party. Am I the only one who genuinely likes Noella's personality? I enjoy Noella. RJ, I actually do enjoy Noella. I think she brings a breath of fresh air. I think it's going to take a minute for her to settle in, though, because she does a lot of that, like when she was in the cryo and she's like, ooh, I filled this all up in my coochie, and we have a sex dungeon, and she keeps talking about the sex dungeon. I think she is like trying a bit hard, but I think now that now that the rumors about her husband are out, like now that that's all kind of crumbling and we're watching her demise, essentially, or the demise of her marriage, I get that, you know, we're going to start to see a more human side of her. And I look forward to that because I actually think she could be a great housewife. How old is Noella? Not sure. I would assume mid-30s. Who wants an after party? I do. If 2 more people drop badges, we got an after party. We're at 8 badges currently. If 2 more people pop in and drop a badge, we will get that after party started. She'll ease into herself. Yeah, I think it takes time for everybody to ease in. And then once they ease in, we find the balance and we're good. R Parks 1785. Welcome to the live chat. R Parks looking cute in your profile pic. Holla. Shelly girl. I can't get into all these shows without watching older shows. Yay, Susan. Susan B, NYC. Holla. Susan B, NYC. I miss book club, so I need after party. Okay. Shamara. Yes. Oh my God. We're at 11 badges. You guys are amazing. All right. Let's do the final badge shout outs and then we'll pop on over for after party. Thank you, Susan B, NYC, for the 2 badges. Thank you, My Berry Hill. Wasn't it Hockty Berry Hill? Oh my God, don't tell me I'm confusing you guys. My Berry Hill, thank you for the badge, my love. Thank you. And Sunshine 22567. Thank you for the badge, my dear. Oh my God, we're getting more badges. No Bueno Chica. What's going on, No Bueno Chica? Holla. You guys know that the rosé is kicking in now. Suki, Shamara, don't apologize for being late. You missed the live, but we're about to start after party, so you can head on over to my personal account at Just Plain Zack. I'll go live on there. And everybody knows that when we do after party, we don't save after parties. So whatever you get is what you get. And it's always a good time because at that point, I'm usually nice in Liddy City and we have some FUN tonight. Okay. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for supporting the YouTube channel. I appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you smash that subscribe button. That's what YouTubers say. They say to smash that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. If you're not subscribed, you want to be subscribed. That way you get notifications every time there's tea to be spilled. Turn on the notifications. Actually, there's a little bell there by the video. Just hit that little button and then you're getting the tea all up in your notifications and in your email every time it spills hot. Thank you for supporting on the YouTube. And if you're listening to this on the podcast, hi, it's me, Zack Peter, and this is my sexy radio voice. Not really, but JK. Thank you for listening and supporting on iTunes and on Spotify and on Podcruncher and on iHeart. Whatever you're listening to this on, I appreciate you. I hope you're following. I hope you're subscribed. And if you're on iTunes, please leave me a 5-star review. I've been trying to get my rating. It dropped to a 4.5. It used to be like a solid 4.8, and then it dropped to a 4.7. And now, like the past 6 weeks, it's been at a solid 4.5 because some motherfuckers want to fuck with it and give me 1-star rating. So if you love the show and you support the show, please continue to show me some love and drop some 5 stars in the reviews and the ratings. I love the reviews. I read all of them. I repost them on the Instagram stories. So if you want to shout out, make sure you mention your Instagram handle as well. If you haven't stocked up yet on some No Filter wine, then you're definitely going to want to go to nofilterwine.com. It's a nice, light, crisp, fizzy rosé, 14% alcohol by volume, but less than a gram of sugar, inspired by 4 of my favorite, most iconic Housewives moments from New Jersey, Atlanta, Beverly Hills, and New York. Tonight I'm drinking I'm Ready to Flip a Table. Dun, dun, dun. Sounds like Teresa might be flipping some tables this upcoming season at Margaret Joseph's. All right, guys, give me a follow at Just Plain Zack if you want to keep up with me. Follow at No Filter with Zack if you want to keep up with the show, and I will talk to you guys. I have an interview coming out this Monday. Should I tell you who it is? I'll tell you on After Party. Join the After Party, and then you'll find out who it is. And if you don't join After Party, then you'll be surprised. It's actually... It's a pretty good combo. Oh my God. Thank you, Suki. 3 badges. Suki D, Suki Denton 2018, youdabomb.com, girl. Love you, my love. Kisses all up the coochies. Actually, no, I take that back. That was the wine talking. All right, guys. Love you. Mean it. Talk to you later. Bye.